Okay.
Morning.
Mr. Harris, everyone please keep yourself on mute until I call your matter. If you're on the phone, press *6 to put yourself on mute.
36th District Court, State of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no eating, no sleeping, no talking, no drinking, no gum chewing, no smoking, no driving or riding in a vehicle, no laying down or lounging. Please keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staff. Also, keep your devices on a level surface so that you may be seen on screen. I do repeat, keep your devices on mute until you are addressed by one of the courthouse staff. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. The first matter, Mr. Petway, you ready? You all
Yes.
set?
Yes.
Okay, make sure. All right, the first matter I'm calling is Andre Williams. You can unmute yourself, sir. This is the matter of the people versus Andre Williams. This is case number SP 1158291, one count of disorderly conduct. This is the date and time set for review. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman, P55052 for the defendant. Mr. Williams, please unmute yourself and announce your name to the court. I'm sorry, so you're still on mute.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Andre Williams.
Thank you. The defendant is, I believe, in compliance, Your Honor, is fully paid. Is that correct, Mr. Williams?
Yes, I paid the ticket just the other day, yes.
What about the class? Did you attend the class and have the test?
No, ma'am, I didn't have the money to pay for the class. I just had enough money to pay for the ticket.
Okay.
We have-
I was trying to,
Go ahead.
pardon me,
To take the class, sir.
Please,
I
thank you.
I did everything else but the class, ma'am.
So we're asking for more time for you to take the class, okay, Mr. Williams?
Yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
What day did you make the payment on the ticket? Because it's not showing in our system that you paid the ticket.
I paid them Wednesday.
How much did you pay on Wednesday?
$382.
Was that for this ticket? Did you specifically say for this ticket? Because I didn't charge you that.
No, I didn't pay for that ticket. I paid for what, I was supposed to pay $400, ma'am. That's what you had told me.
No.
I didn't pay for the,
Mr. Williams, you get.
pardon me?
I said, I never charged $400. I said, you getting your cases confused. Did you have more than one matter with this, or was this your only ticket for that day?
No, I got no driver's license and no insurance.
Let me see, we're gonna look up some stuff.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Williams.
Hello?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out, we're looking through all your transactions, trying to find out what ticket all your money went to, because it did not go to this ticket.
Okay, I paid $282 for one ticket, $45 for one, and $45 for another. That's all the money I had.
Those were reinstatement fees. So you paid some reinstatement fees. It wouldn't have been reinstatement fee on this ticket. And at the time, I was only probably doing a $200 fine, and it says 190 in the system, so I must
$190.
give $190. That $190 did not get put onto.
It didn't go towards that then.
Okay, all right, so how much more time do you need, sir? Because you still need to take the prostitution awareness class, because that was part of the agreement, and to pay.
Right, that's the only thing I didn't do. I took the AIDS test, I got the AIDS test, and see, I caught COVID, had COVID for a month.
I'm so
The
sorry.
month of November, I was sick.
Okay.
I got the paperwork and everything, so.
That's fine. How much more time do you need, Mr. Williams? 3
Can
months?
I get to March?
You can get to March, you can get to April if you want. Will April make it better?
Okay, April. I take it April would be even better. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna bring you back for a review. You look on the calendar, make sure April 28th is-
So do I still have to pay that ticket?
Yes. Okay, April. the
That's
20th.
$190.
That's right.
So that's $300 more.
What is the?
Cause the class costs $107.
What fine?
Huh?
Class.
Oh, the class, yes, okay, the class cost. Yes, you know, when we make these decisions and choices, it costs us a little bit of money, sir. Okay?
So
I'm
that,
gonna give you April the 28th of 2022. We'll have a.
yes, ma'am.
30 a.m. as long as you've taken the class and you paid that fine that I gave out, and that was a real low fine. Then
That's $190, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jeffrey Williams, you can press *6 on your phone to unmute yourself. All right, can you hear me, Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams?
Can you hear
Press
me
mute
now?
on your- Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay.
This is the matter of the people versus Jeffrey Williams. Hold on, Mr. Fields, I know, is he laying in the bed? Ooh, I can see you laying in the bed. Am I laying in the bed?
I'm not laying in no bed. I'm sitting in my bed.
Stop, Mr. Williams.
This is unusual court.
Mr. Williams, let me call your matter.
Okay.
This is the matter of the people versus Jeffrey Williams. This is U ticket 60222-121, one count of disorderly conduct. Today is the date and time set for a review. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Boffman for the defendant. Sir, state your name, Mr. Williams.
Jeffrey Williams.
All right. This is the date and time set for a review. How are we proceeding?
I know
Mr.
we
Clark?
paid up, but I'm not sure if we have any other,
No, he was just.
Your Honor, I believe we're in compliance. Right. So he indicated he paid the fine. Is that correct, Mr. Williams?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Mr. Williams, you paid the fine and you took care of what you were supposed to take care of. So at this point in time, the court is going to dismiss this matter, okay?
Thank
It's a
you.
3-month delay sentence, no new tickets, you paid the fine. This matter is dismissed.
Perfect. Thank
So
you.
I need a copy of that saying that was dismissed. Cause sometimes they don't have stuff on file and I don't want to be arrested for something that's, later on down the line. So
Okay.
how would I get a copy of it?
So you can either go online to 36th District Court on Monday and be able to print out, putting in the case number or putting in your name, the dismissal, or you can physically come down to 36th District Court on Monday and they'll print out a copy for you.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right. There's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
All right. You have a great day. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you. All right. Miss Lorraine Walker, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna call your matter. This is the matter of the people versus Lorraine Walker. This is ticket number P988494. One count defective brake lights, one count no insurance misdemeanor, one count failed to display a valid operator's license not on person. Also calling ticket number 372898, one count violation of temporary instruction permit. Also calling case number P942788, one count drove while license denied, one count drove unregistered or untitled vehicle, one count no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Boffman for the defendant. Ma'am, Ms. Walker, would you state your name loud and clear, please?
Lorraine Walker.
Thank you. The defendant and I have had a chance to discuss the matters now before the court. We would thank the court's formal reading of the information and indicate that we are going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation now before the court.
Is that right, Ms. Walker?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and it's my understanding, Mr. Baldwin, just so I make sure I have it right, that she's gonna plead to one count of failed to display a valid operator's license, and the rest of the counts will be dismissed.
What a sweet deal. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Is that my understanding?
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay, all right. Ms. Walker, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear
I'll
or
stop
affirm?
raising anything.
You raising your right hand for me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Walker, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
A little bit.
Mr. Baughman, did you talk to Mr. Baughman about it?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of April the 24th of 2019. Were you in the area of Orleans and Windare Street in the city of Detroit driving a Ford vehicle back then?
Yes.
And while you were driving that vehicle, were you stopped by police officers?
Yes.
And did you fail to display a valid operator's license to that police officer who stopped you?
Yes.
Satisfied, Attorney Baughman?
I am satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
And is there a stipulation for probable cause and the remaining counts to be dismissed?
Stipulate the probable cause. Thank
But
you.
this time, oh, sorry, go ahead. But this time, the court is going to enter a plea to count 3 of ticket P988494. Dismiss the remaining 2 counts on those tickets as well as the other tickets called on this record today. Ms. Walker, are you currently employed? Or do you have a source
Yes,
of income?
ma'am.
All right.
Yes,
I'm gonna
ma'am.
testify in the amount of $200. How long do you need to pay that? 30 or 60 days?
30.
Okay, you sure that's gonna be enough time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
You said it was 200?
$200, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, you may have some reinstatement fees. I can't waive those, and I don't know how many of them there are gonna be. But when you go online, it'll be able to tell you if you pay that way, okay?
Okay.
Those aren't due at the same time, though. You just have to pay the $200 by February the 28th of 2022, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you, Ms. Walker.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Daniel Woods, you can unmute yourself. Daniel Woods,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning. These are the matters of the people versus Daniel Woods. This is ticket number 381425. One count, no operator's license on person. One count, no insurance. Also calling ticket number P1025444. One count, drove while license suspended. One count, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. One count, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman for the defendant. We are thankful for the court's formal reading of the information and indicate that the defendant is going to waive his rights to any further hearings or trials and plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation. He and I have had a chance to discuss it in the breakout room. He knows he's resolving these matters here and now.
You understand that, Mr. Woods? You want to take advantage of that offer today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If so, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
You can put your hand. Do you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking a guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
I do.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Woods, I want to take your attention all the way back to the date of November the 1st of 2017. Were you in the area of North Brown, Trinity, and Pickford Streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you driving a Dodge vehicle that day?
Yes.
Were you pulled over by the police, or did the police stop you at some point in time?
Yes.
And when they did you not have, or did you fail to display a valid operator's license to the police officer?
Yes.
And also, did you not have any car insurance on your car, making your plates improper at the time?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave it at, did you have
Yes.
any car insurance on your vehicle?
So you've already answered the question, and I am satisfied with factual basis, Your Honor. Thank you.
The court is satisfied as well, and will accept the plea to the amended charge of no operator's license on person, as well as improper plates on count 2. Ticket number P102254444, counts 1, 2, and 3 will be dismissed at this time. Mr. Woods, are you
Thank you. I
currently
stipulate
employed? I'm sorry.
Forgive me, Your Honor. That's not my place to speak over you. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I would stipulate the probable cause as to those matters being dismissed. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for doing that. And so at this time, the court is going to dismiss those matters as to stipulation to probable cause. Mr. Woods, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to assess a fine of $240 on one ticket. I'm gonna waive the cost and fines on the other ticket, okay?
Okay.
How long do you need to pay that one ticket?
I believe I've paid them all.
No, you have to pay this. How long do you need to pay? Did you put a bond? Did you post a bond?
Yeah. I paid like $1,900 on the 14th.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that, Your Honor.
Okay, so you paid a bond. All right, so I was trying to be gentle. I'm gonna charge $300 on the one ticket, but I am gonna waive the cost of fines on the other ticket. So
Thank
what
you,
that
Karen.
does is that any cost and fines outside of that, like if you owe reinstatement fees, that's not included in that $300. But I'll have the bond applied to the $300 on one ticket. I'll waive the cost and fees on the other ticket. Because otherwise I have to do a minimum of $190, then it comes out to more. So I'm trying to give you a little break since you come in and handling all your business, okay?
I appreciate it.
No problem. So that's gonna be the order of the court, $300. I'll put applied bond, please. Now you may have some other costs and fines that had to come off that money. I can't do anything about that, okay, Mr. Woods?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
All right. Carolina? No, Carolyn Warren. Did I say it right? Is it Carolyn?
It's Carlene.
Carlene. Terrible at names. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, Your Honor, this is a case where the defendant is in compliance. She sent me a copy of her driver's license. I have not yet forwarded that to the court's attention. I'm doing that now.
Yes. It looks like I have some boxes checked off about that. Send it to me, please, though.
Right now. Should I send it to Miss Edwards or to the courtroom?
Yes, that's fine. If you send it to Miss Edwards, that'd be beautiful.
All right. I have her. So I just sent that, Miss Edwards. I'm sorry I didn't send a sweet yet professional note with that. I was just trying to be fast.
You're good. No, you're good. We checked. It's valid now. So I'm ready to move forward.
All right, we're ready, Your Honor.
This is the matter of the people versus Carlene. I messed it up that quick. Carlene Warren.
Yes.
This is ticket number ticket number 728869. One count, no operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman for the defendant. Ms. Warren, please announce your name to the court.
Carlene Warren.
Your Honor, the defendant presents today in full compliance with a valid driver's license. She did send that to my attention as an officer of the court. I can testify that it was issued on September 17th of 2021. I believe the verification is that it's valid and we would ask for dismissal based on her compliance here. Thank you.
Absolutely. As an officer of the court and having forwarded to me I printed it out and I have a copy of it. That is correct. She does have a valid license until 2024. So at this time, the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ms. Warren, I know it was tough during the pandemic to get that license updated. It was a little crazy, but from now on, make sure you make enough time so that you can be able to do this so you won't get tickets like this. Okay, ma'am?
Absolutely.
All right. There's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. You have a great day.
Thank you, and you as well.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Field, you can unmute yourself, sir.
I'm here.
All right. This is the matter of the people versus Walter Fields. This is ticket number 466145. One count, no operator's license on person. One count, unregistered motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, state your name for the record.
Walter Fields.
Thank you. We are going to waive a formal reading of the information and complaint and stand mute for arraignment purposes and indicate that we're going to plead guilty, Your Honor. My client knows he's not going to have a trial.
Is that right, Mr. Fields? That's how you want to proceed today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if so, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
So help me God, yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Walters, did you have an opportunity to, what you looking at? I want to look at it too. Pay attention. Now you already stroked me because I was looking at you lying, sitting in your bed, okay?
Look, I'm gonna show you. This is how
Listen,
Don't do that.
I already know that people
my
have
pillows
find
on my
places
wall.
where they can, Mr. Field, you gonna let me talk or no? You gonna talk?
Go ahead, ma'am.
You
I'm
gonna
sorry.
listen? Okay. And that already, you making me have flashbacks to this young man I had last week. I understand y'all don't have a lot of places to sit, so I try and be considerate. But then you gotta pay attention too. And I know sometimes it can be nervous habit, but I can also tell when somebody's looking at something. And I don't know what you're looking at, but every time you stop talking, you go down and look at it. So I just need you to focus for this period of time. Can you do that for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. You already swore or affirmed. So did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of January, it's like the 2nd of 2019. Were you in the area, or no, the 9th, January the 9th of 2018? Were you in the 2019, I apologize. Were you in the area of Southfield Road and Grand River in the city of Detroit driving a Ford vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you're driving that vehicle, were you stopped by police officers?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you fail to display a valid operator's license to that officer who stopped you?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, Attorney Baldwin?
I am satisfied, Your Honor, and I will also stipulate the probable cause as to the matter being dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to the amended charge of fail to display a valid operator's license and dismiss count 2 in this particular ticket. Mr. Fields, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna assess a fine in the amount of $200. How long will that take you to pay? 30 or 60 days?
Give me 60 days. I mean, I'll be sure.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you until March the 28th of 2022 to have that paid, okay, Mr. Fields?
Yes, ma'am. I got a question.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, I don't stay in Michigan. I stay in Ohio. And
Okay.
when I tried to pay it online, it asked Michigan address, whatever, my card when I paid. I paid for things online, whatever. So I'm trying to figure out, can I still pay it online with my address
Yes.
in Columbus? Okay.
So Mr. Fields, when you go online, it wouldn't let you pay this ticket because we hadn't heard it on the record yet. And so it won't allow you to do that. When you go on though, you have to use the address that you got the ticket at in order for it to be pulled up. So do you remember what street you were living on when you got this ticket? If not, you can call the court and we can tell you. I don't want to say it online because we're on YouTube.
I remember.
Okay, so you have to put that address in, and then after on Monday, if you go online, anytime after Monday, you'll be able to pay this ticket. And you should be able to pay your other tickets as well. You have it, okay? Even if you don't live in the state of Michigan anymore.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and good luck to you, sir, on that move, okay? I hope it was for the better.
It was.
Okay, all right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. You have a good day, Mr. Fields.
You too. Stay safe.
I will, you too. Miss Brianna Young?
Yes.
This is the matter of the people versus Brianna Young, ticket number 7173281, one count, no operator's license on person. Also calling ticket number 7173271, one count, expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Young. State your name, please.
Brianna Young.
Thank you. We're here for a pretrial, Your Honor. We're asking respectfully if the court would not object to adjourning this pretrial for compliance. The defendant indicates to me that she is actually, she presents today with a valid license, but in terms of registration and insurance, she's going to cure that defect and arrive in compliance on all 3 issues.
Okay. All right. I'm going to set this matter for a pretrial on April the 25th, 2022. And that's going to be at 8:30 a.m. Ma'am, that should give you more than enough time to get in compliance. Is that going to be enough time?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to set your bond at $0 personal on all of these matters. And so on that date and time, bring your license again and then have your car registered and up to date so that he can, whoever the attorney is, can present it to the city attorney, okay?
Okay.
All right, there's nothing further. That concludes this hearing. Thank you, Ms. Young.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
Your Honor.
welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
I will. Darren Weaver.
We're ready.
All
I'm here.
right. These are the matters of the people versus Darren Weaver. This is ticket number P12000595. 1 count drove while license suspended, 1 count no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling ticket number X2694545, 1 count no operator's license on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, please state your name.
Duran Weaver.
Your Honor, we're going to waive any more formal reading of the information or complaint and mute for arraignment purposes, but we are going to change our plea to guilty pursuant to the recommendation. Thank you.
At this time, the court is going to enter a plea of not guilty on your client's behalf. And Mr. Baughman, for the record, just so you know, the X2694545 ticket, I don't know if you got an offer for that, but we'll dismiss it. as a
Thank you
part of-
kindly.
Okay.
And I would indicate that that's a state citation, so that dismissal should be available according to the memorandum of understanding. We would so move. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Weaver, will you please raise your right hand if you want to take advantage of this offer? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Weaver, did you have an opportunity to talk to an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand?
Hmm.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes.
I want to take your attention back to the date of May 15th of 2021. Were you in the area of East Canfield and Seneca Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Dodge vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you were driving that vehicle, were you stopped by police officers at some point in time?
Yes.
And were you driving while your license was suspended?
Yes.
And did the car not have any insurance on it at the time?
It did.
Satisfied, Attorney Baughman?
Your answer to the question was that you did not have insurance. Is that correct, Mr.?
Right.
Okay, so I'm satisfied. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Is there a stipulation for probable cause on the count to be dismissed?
Absolutely, yes, so stipulated.
All right, thank you. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea on ticket P1200595, count 1 to failure, amended plea to fail to display a valid operator's license, and on count 2, an amended plea to improper plates. Mr. Weaver, are you currently employed?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to assess a fine today. 240 on one ticket, okay? I'm gonna waive the cost of fines on the other ticket. If you have reinstatement fees, that doesn't include that, okay?
All right.
The 240 on one of the tickets, that'll take care of it. I won't charge you on the other ticket. I just made that one a little bit more to take care of the fines for that one, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, thank you, Mr. Weaver. You have a good day today.
I think you do the same.
All right, thank you. You need a moment, Mr. Baughman?
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I was gonna ask you if you needed me to give you a short break. You know, you
No.
can ask me for one and I always will give it to you, okay?
No break needed, Your Honor. I hope I didn't not respond to something.
Okay, I understand. I'm all like, hey, let me know.
Right.
All right, Marquita Wade, you can unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
These are the matters of the people versus Marquita Wade. This is ticket number P1190556. 1 count improper plate, 1 count drive unregistered or untitled vehicle, 1 count failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Also, ticket number P1190517. 1 count disregard signal red or amber. 1 count no proof of insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. State your name, please, ma'am.
Marquita Wade.
Thank you. Ms. Wade and I have had a chance to discuss. She's going to plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation. She knows that there's not going to be a trial. She's going to waive her trial rights here and now. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Wade, is that right? You want to take advantage of the offer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Wade, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, that you're going to give up any rights that you may have had to have a trial in the future?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward with this plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of April the 22nd of 2021. Were you in the area of Dexter and Fullerton Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Buick vehicle at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
And while you're driving that vehicle, did you get stopped by police officers?
Yes, I did.
And did you fail to display a valid operator's license to the police officer who stopped you?
Yes, I did.
All right, and reading from the ticket to establish the plea of responsible, that on that same date, place, time, location, with the same vehicle, the Buick, Miss Wade did block traffic. Satisfied, Attorney Baldwin?
Satisfied, we would stipulate to the matter as to the responsible plea, Your Honor, and stipulate to probable cause for any matters being dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So at this time, the court is going to enter a plea of guilty on count 3 of ticket P11905556. Counts 1 and 2 will be dismissed. And on ticket number P11905517, amend count 1 to blockading, dismiss count 2. Ms. Wade, are you currently employed?
No, ma'am. I'm on a set income. My daughter receives SSI. So I'm not working.
All right. So I'm gonna assess you the fine for the blockading ticket. That's $175. You usually have 14 days to pay that. Is that gonna be enough time or you need some more time?
I think that's enough time. Yes, ma'am.
It will be due on February 11th. That's gonna be enough time for you?
Yes, ma'am. I'll get it paid.
February 11th, 2022. On the other ticket that you pled to, the fail to display, I'm gonna waive that fine that I can assess today, okay? But you may have to pay reinstatement fees. I'm not waiving any of those, okay?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Good luck, Ms. Wade.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. You have a good day, okay, ma'am?
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Mr. Troy Young?
Ready.
These are the matters of the people versus Troy Young. This is ticket number P11691135, count 2. Leave scene of accident property damage. Also calling case number SP1242752, count 1. Accident drove without due care or caution or caution. Count 2. Leave scene of accident property damage. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Baughman for the defendant. Sir, state your name.
Troy Young.
Thank you. Your Honor, as we're here for arraignment, we will waive any more formal, or thank the court for its formal reading of the information and complaint. Indicate that there is a genuine issue of material fact, and also indicate that the defendant is willing to waive his right to a jury trial and proceed by way of Zoom at a bench trial, and ask the court to accept the waiver here today.
Okay, all right. So, Mr. Young, can you please
Yes,
raise
ma'am.
your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Young, did you have an opportunity to speak with an attorney in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And he's informed me that you want to have a bench trial. That's the trial before myself as the trier and finder of the facts in this particular matter, based on the law. That's how you want to proceed, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to set this matter, it's gonna be a Zoom bench trial on the date of May the 16th, 2022 at 9 a.m. It's gonna be the same Zoom number. I'm gonna set your bond at $0 personal. Now, the case that was on the record for today, the P1169135 for a show cause, count 2, I'm actually gonna dismiss this matter. It's a duplicate of the other case that I called.
Thank you, Your
That
Honor.
matter wasn't scheduled to have a hearing until March of this year, but you don't have to come for that March hearing, okay? Because it's the same exact ticket. But we set a
never got-
trial. Huh?
I never got information about that ticket or
I know,
court date.
it's because they reissued it. So I'm letting you know right now, if you get information about it on the 18th, it's the case that we're doing for the bench trial, okay?
On
So
May
you signed
16th,
it.
correct?
Right,
Okay.
right. So it's the same ticket. Don't freak out. It's the
Okay.
same ticket. They just reissued it. But for some reason, count 2 on the ticket today on the docket didn't get dismissed with the other ticket, okay?
Okay.
So don't freak out like you have 2 separate cases. It's the same case, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Young. If there's nothing further, that does conclude this hearing. I'll see you back May 16th of 2022, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Thank you so much, Mr. Young.
You're welcome. Thank you as well, ma'am.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Right on time, Officer Bradfield.
Right on time.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. This is this matter that we have. So, and it's my last matter on the docket.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. You ready on this one, Mr. Baldwin?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
All right, Mr. Watley, if you can press *6 on your phone to unmute yourself, we're gonna call your matter now. We have the officer on. Is it Whitley? Watley?
It's Whitley.
Whitley? Okay, thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Anthony Jerome Whitley. This is Z ticket 7943228. It's one count of operating while visibly impaired. This is the date and time set for a probation review. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel and then probation officer, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gary Bradfield appearing on behalf of probation.
And Mr. Whitley, can you state your name for the record, please?
Anthony Jerome Whitley.
What's going on with this matter? I'll let the probation officer speak first unless counsel wants to speak.
I'll defer to Officer Bradfield. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Baughman. Mr. Whitley was placed on probation with this court July 30th of 2013 for operating while intoxicated. First offense, city. It was a 2-month probation. He was assessed $1,120, and he was ordered to attend the Victims Impact Panel, Alcohol Anonymous, attend and complete Alcohol Highway Safety Education Level 1, shall not use or possess an illegal substance, attend outpatient treatment if positive, submit to drug urinalysis, no drinking any alcohol, pay all tickets in full. We do have proof that Mr. Whitley did complete the Victims Impact class back on September 9 of 2013. Mr. Whitley lost his job during his probation. He had some health issues. He did not attend AA and was ordered, as well as the Alcohol Highway Safety class. He missed his court date, June 30th of 2014. That's when the warrant was issued. I have not seen or had any contact with him since then. According to the JIS, he made a payment in regards to his fines and costs of $500 on January 18th of this year. It currently says he still owes $241.20. So that's basically where we are. I don't think he had any further contact with the law. I did run his background. Doesn't have any new offenses, but he did not fully comply with the court's obligation.
I'm asking Your Honor specifically. I did have a chance to discuss this matter with the defendant. He did recently pay $500. I did not get the impression that he owed more than that. That I thought his current balance is some $217, according to my recollection. I just asked the court for a small period of time for the defendant to pay. This case has been open since 2014 and should be closed according to the court's discretion at that time after payment, if there's no objection.
My only question, what about the highway safety class? Did he end up taking that class? I know he took the panel. What about the highway safety class? Did he take that one?
Your Honor, if he did take that, it was not verified through probation department.
Mr. Whitley, did you take the highway safety class?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Here's what I want to happen. I do want the remaining balance since it's not that much to be paid. And is there a super high cost for the highway safety class or no?
No, Judge, it's less than $100.
All right. And I want you to take that highway safety class since you left us for so long. I understand that life gets in the way sometimes, but we have to complete our task. So I'm gonna have you pay off that balance and take that class, and then I'll be willing to close it out. How long do you think it would take you to do that? Whitley?
Yes.
I said, did you hear me?
You see how long would it take me to take that class?
Well, to take the class isn't super long. I believe it's a couple of hours. And I need you to pay the remaining balance of the fees that you owe. And I'm asking you, how long do you need to be able to complete those two tasks?
I gotta find out where it's at personally.
Okay. It's online, I believe. Isn't it still online right now, officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it's online. Do you have somebody who can assist you with getting online to take the class?
No, I just had a cell phone. I got a computer, but it's not working now.
Any suggestions, officer? What's your suggestion? I would like him to. I know he's taking the victim impact panel. Is that a pretty good panel?
That's a regular panel.
Okay.
Perhaps he can get someone to assist him with his shortcomings. Is he still living in Detroit, or he moved away?
You still in Detroit, sir? Mr. Whitley?
Huh?
Are you still
Yes.
in Detroit? You okay today?
Yes. I can't hear. This phone is breaking up, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. We're asking, did you still
But
live in Detroit? I really want you to sit
Yes.
for that class, and we want to try and help you so that you can get this matter taken care of as soon as possible. But we're trying to figure out how to help.
So, what number do I call to get in touch with the class?
I can give you the number right now, sir.
Okay.
No, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
The phone number is 313 864
864
8205.
8205.
Yes, sir. It's Alcohol Highway Safety Level 1.
Level 1. Okay.
Mr. Whitley, and you have to pay that remaining $200 balance, $200+ balance. How much was it?
Showing $241.20.
$241. How long would that take you? 2 months, or do you need 3 months to be able to complete all those tasks?
Your Honor, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you
The
can.
bond, I don't get the bond money back, the $500?
No, that went towards your cost and fee. You owed $1,000.
Okay.
You owe.
So I can pay it in March. I can pay it, the remaining balance in March.
Okay, so if I give you until April to complete the class that you need to take and pay that balance, that will be enough time?
Yes,
Okay, so I'm gonna set this matter for a review on April the 28th, 2022 at 8:30. I wanna be able to close it out that day, okay?
April the 28th.
Yep, that gives you enough time to take that class. Like I said, it's only a couple of hours. And to pay the
Uh-huh.
remaining balance, I gave you a little extra time too. So if you can't come up with all the money right, up front, you got a little bit of time to come up with that money. You do that and then
But I
it
can't,
stays.
I can't, excuse me, I can't go in person for the class.
You know what, call that number he gave you and ask them, okay? They may make an exception or be able to help you. If you can't, then call the probation office. Do you have their phone number?
No, I called the court and they transferred me to the probation office.
Mr. Willie, you can call me directly.
He's gonna give you a number right now. You listening?
Yes.
Okay, Officer Bradfield, 313
313
965
565
965
965
3422. You got that,
Okay,
sir?
I got it.
Okay, great.
I got it.
Work with him, Officer Bradford.
I sure will.
Bradfield, when he comes back, I want to be able to close it out. So
Thank you,
that
Judge.
class isn't working. Figure something out, and then I'll accept what you figure out. Okay, Officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna all work to get this closed, but you gotta do a little leg work for us, because just because this case is old, but we need you to finish it up so I can close it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, everybody.
Have a
Thank you,
great
Mr.
day.
Buckman.
Hey,
You too,
thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Whitley.
Happy Friday, everybody. With your permission, Your Honor, I am late for an exam.
Okay, I'm sorry. Bye-bye.
No, it's okay. Bye.
All right.